Hello, everybody. We want to talk about this today. So, there are certain things you should never tell HR. Now, some of you might be hearing it for the first time. It is true. HR is not your friend. There are certain things HR should not know. Now, some of you treat HR like your personal therapist. You go to HR, you pour out your heart, you let him or her know about all the escapades that you have had, maybe concerning the office. If you do that, if you have done it in the past, if you're still doing it, auntie, you are setting yourself up. Why? HR people are bound by ethics to protect not just you as an employee, but to protect the organization as well. So if you tell HR anything that can potentially be a problem today or in the future, they will have to act. You can't do that and expect that nothing will happen. Telling HR how you show the colleague or how you are undermining your boss, even if that's your line manager is somebody you perceive that HR doesn't like as well. You do that, it is a disaster waiting to happen. You are setting yourself up. How do you tell HR that you won't be attending a company paid training? 3 days training, let's take 3 days training for instance, because you have a girls' hangout. Wait, is it not money that they paid for the training? If you are not trained, how will you know what others know? And because you don't know what others know, your line manager would have to exclude you from some work, which means you're creating more work for your colleagues. Now, when the time for evaluation comes, you now say your line manager is victimizing you. Are you not the one that caused wahala for yourself? Michelle, well, so what are some things that you should never tell HR? Number one, anything that has to do with extra source of income that you're making from the office that is not your salary, keep short, keep your mouth quiet about it. HR is not supposed to know that. Yes, if it is not your salary, do not tell HR about it. Why would you even do that? Second, the person who you're doing office romance with is not HR's business. See, love is shocking you. They will just carry you from that place you are resting. Maybe you don't do much work. They will carry you to marketing. It's like you're not very busy. That is why you have the time to be doing lovey in the office. Number three, oh, I have told my line manager that I will not be around and because I am sick. But actually, I want to travel. Actually, you are using company time to do the renee. Ah, don't try it. Number four, your jackpot plans. Keep it to yourself until you are sure that you only have about 2 weeks or a month to leave. Now, some people might disagree with me, but let me paint you a picture. Part of HR's work is workforce planning as well as training and dev, right? Now, if HR knows that you are on your way out, most times they start treating you like minus one. Of course, you are minus one now because you are on your way out. Now, let's say they want to be a training. Who is going to train you knowing that you're going to use that knowledge for another person, for another company? Except maybe you are in tech. But if you are not in tech, who is going to spend that kind of money on you? And in extreme cases, you'll get fired. Yes, it has happened to me. Mine was not Jackpa. Mine was that I resigned and 2 weeks later I received a letter of termination. Why? Maybe I had the audacity to resign in the first place. Now, the final thing you shouldn't go to do with in HR's office is dissecting, criticizing, negative talks about your colleague or your line manager. Some of you think that HR is on your side when you go and gossip your colleague to HR. Hello, you are only letting HR know that you have a bitter mind against that person. If it's a HR who knows their job, there will be nothing that you ever tell HR about that person that HR will believe. So there you have it. Always remember HR is there for support, but he or she is not your personal diary. Respect the boundaries. Be professional and stop setting yourself up.